Hello, I'm ANEKA from Made to Sew, and welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to be sharing with you how to do a small bust adjustment on a princess seam. So a princess seam is a seam that travels from the armhole or the shoulder down or near the fullest part of the bust. This bodice here has a princess seam. Now you may find that you need to do a small bust adjustment to that if the difference between your high bust and your full bust is smaller than the patterns. So the majority of patterns are drafted for a B cup, which means that the full bust is 5 centimeters or 2 inches larger than the high bust. And the high bust is a measurement above the bust that's nice and snug. If you're unsure about how to do these measurements, I have a tutorial that shows you how. And I also talk to you in more detail about whether you might need a small bust adjustment. I'll pop a link to that here and in the description box below. So if you have a smaller difference than what the pattern suggests, that 5 centimeters or 2 inches between the high bust and the full bust, you may find you need to do a small bust adjustment. You may also have made up a sample and find that there is simply too much fabric in the bust area. Then grab your pattern and I will show you how to do a small bust adjustment on your princess seam. I've started the process of my small bust adjustment by tracing out my pattern pieces, my front bodice and also my side front piece. Of course, you don't need to trace these pattern pieces out, but it can be useful when you're doing adjustments to them so that you keep the originals. When you're tracing them out, make sure that you record all of the notches, the grain lines, and label the pattern pieces with the pattern number, the size, and what it is. Now, the next thing that I would like you to do for your pattern pieces is to draw on your stitching line. The seam allowance in my pattern is 5/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. And you're going to want to draw that along the front princess seam edge of your side front pattern. Now it doesn't matter if your princess seam is coming into the armhole like this pattern is here, or if it goes up into the shoulder. This same process applies. It can be nice to draw the seam allowance at the ends of these lines as well, just so that you can clearly see where your seam allowance starts on the underarm or the next part of the pattern, as well as the bottom edge there. I will do the same to my front, and this will be useful on our front pattern in a bit so that we can what's called true the pattern pieces together. We can check they're going to sew together properly. Now our pattern is almost ready for us to make our small bust adjustment. The final thing that we want to add is that we want to record our bust apex or bust line from our front pattern piece onto our side front pattern piece. So my bust apex is clearly marked on this pattern with a cross surrounded by a circle. The bust apex is the fullest part of the bust. Your pattern may have something like this, or it may simply have a horizontal line that marks the bust line rather than the specific apex. You want to copy that across onto your side front piece. So to do that, you can simply position the pattern pieces one on top of the other, matching up the stitching lines and also the notches. And I've marked it through onto my side front. Now the bust apex is usually the area on the side front with the fullest part of the curve. So where I've marked it at this point here would be correct. If you don't have a bust apex or bust marking on your pattern, then just go with the fullest part of that curve. So the reason why we need to know where that is because we want to know where we're making the adjustment. We're going to begin with our side front pattern piece. So we'll move the front one out of the way to keep things simple. Now I'm going to suggest that this pattern that I have here is for a B cup because most patterns that you'll work with are for a B cup. That means that there is a 2 inch or 5 centimeter difference between the high bust and the full bust. When you're doing a small bust adjustment, it's because you want to reduce that amount. Perhaps you have an A cup or smaller than that. That means that the difference between your high bust and your full bust is less than 2 inches or 5 centimeters. For this example, I'm going to suggest that the difference between your high bust and your full bust is only 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. And because you're working on a pattern that has a difference of 2 inches or 5 centimeters, you're going to need to remove some. So you're going to need to remove 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. That's the difference between your measurement and the pattern's. Now, when you've got your total amount that you want to remove, you're going to divide that in two, because we're removing half of it on this one side, and of course this pattern is going to be cut twice, which removes the other half on the other side of the pattern. So we're saying you have a total removal of 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. So we're going to remove half an inch, 1.25 centimeters. We could round that up to 1.3 centimeters from the pattern here. And we're going to do that by changing this curve. We're going to reduce the shape of the curve. So you're going to want to use your ruler, and I'm lining the ruler up with my grain line here. And where the ruler connects with approximately that bust area, which is the fullest part of the curve, you're going to come in from the stitching line the amount that you want. So in my case, it's 1.3 centimeters, and I'm going to mark that with my green pen. Now I'm then going to take my French curve, and I'm going to use that to be able to curve the bust back into the stitching line above and below. And this is where it does take a little bit of fiddling. Of course, if you've already made a sample or a toile, you can actually look at where you've pinned this on yourself. Because we are all unique, some people will want more fullness in this area than others, depending on your bust shape or the bra you're wearing. So I'm going to curve this in with my green pen here. You'll of course be using a sharp pencil. And then I'm also going to connect the bottom part of this curve. And it is a little bit of tweaking until you're happy with the shape. So it's just that bit there, I think needs to be a bit straighter. Okay, so that is half an inch or 1.3 centimeters that I have removed. So you can clearly see here that I've simply taken off that fullest part of the curve of my pattern. I would need to re-add my seam allowances to that new stitching line. And of course, if you haven't made a sample and that you've done this first, you're going to need to make a sample to check this. So from my new stitching line, I'm measuring my seam allowance, keeping it consistent with what the garment was, and blending that back in. I could move my notch across, but I will probably find that I might need to tweak those notches. And then grabbing a pair of scissors, I could chop off the old shape, and I would be left with a much less curved shape. Because obviously a smaller bust needs less of a curve. Now by doing this, we have changed the length of this stitching line. So this is where we're going to need to go back to our front pattern, and we're going to need to make an adjustment. So by having a smaller bust, we're also going to want to have less length there, because the fabric has less of an area to travel over a smaller bust. And if we were to position the stitching lines on top of one another, so true the pattern, and the new stitching line is what I'm going to be using, I would find that my pattern is now too short. And you should find that it's too short by about the same amount that you have added in here. Now we're going to remove the same amount from your front pattern that you removed from the shape of your curve. And you're going to want to do that in between the two notches, because between the two notches is really that fullest part of the curve. I'm going to go with my bust apex here. So I'm going to take a horizontal line at a right angle to my grain line and center front across at my bust apex. I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and I'll cut that line. And then I'm going to raise this bottom piece up. So I want to remove the same amount I removed on my side front, 1/2 inch, 1.2 centimeters. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line on that's parallel to my cut line that measures 1/2 inch or 1.2 centimeters. And then I'm going to raise this bottom piece, matching up the center front edge as well as that horizontal line. And I can tape it down. Now, once you have made this adjustment, I have removed 1/2 inch. I've almost raised my bust apex. By that 1/2 inch, my bust apex would now be sitting here on the pattern. I, of course, will need to blend this together here, both the stitching line and my seam allowance, and you'll probably need a curve for that. And I'm just going halfway between the two lines there. And then I can go back to my truing. Now again, I want to double check that my stitching lines are going to sew together well. And I can also make sure that my notches are in the right place. So I would aim for the bottom stitching line here, and then the bottom notch to be in the right place. And then from the top stitching line down to the top notch. And then you may find that your pattern has a little bit of a discrepancy between the notches. Personally, I tend to draft my princess seams so that the two patterns fit each other, but some people have a little bit of ease. You can, of course, if you've traced out your patterns, refer to the original to see what the difference was between the pattern pieces, and you can keep that difference in your new pattern. So I'm going to walk my stitching lines together. I have a tutorial on how to true a pattern, which I'll pop a link to here if you're interested. And I'm just going to move that bottom notch on my side front because we weren't 100% sure of its location. So I'm just moving that a little bit. We'll go from the top to the top notch. That looks good. And then I can check that between the notches, and that's looking good. So that is everything that you need to complete a small bust adjustment on your pattern. You're of course welcome to trace these out if you want a new fresh copy, or you can work with them as they are, cutting around the outside edge. I would recommend that you make up a sample, try it on, and check that you're happy with the fit before you proceed into your finished fabric. If you're interested, I also have a tutorial on how to move the bust apex, which will help if this bust apex isn't in the right place for your individual figure. Thank you for watching and see you soon.